So I'm a very happy boy today. My long-awaited packages, one of them going back to September 23rd. Long-awaited packages from Magnus arrived today. We also had some shipping problems with them, which makes them even more, bigger relief that they finally arrived. I also, yesterday, coincidentally, got this ManCaveEDC vintage micarta worry stone, secondhand, but it's beautifully done. I love micarta. I love this vintage micarta. It's just a beautiful material all around. Beautiful mosaic pin, and it's nice to just, I don't know if I'm still on camera, but nice to just hold on to, spin the bead. Like I say, the micarta has a lovely feel, a lovely warmth to it that you don't get with metals that just, always feel a little bit colder, or even stones that this is meant to replicate. So it's just comfortable in the hand and something to play with, something to reassure you when you can't play with a fidget. So set that guy aside. The other thing I recently got is this Lautie Bit 05. I know how to pronounce that part. Just a little fidget spinner guy, but nicely made in brass and copper to give it that extra weight, that extra centrifugal force, gyroscopic effect when it's spinning. It also has a few, I've taken a few out, but it has a few ball bearings in it. Try to get that sound on camera. Reminds me a lot of riding a bicycle, coasting on a bicycle. It's that lovely little click sound. If it's a flat spin, you can kind of play with the sound of it and stuff. It's also, if you can really get it cranking, you lose some of the ball bearing sound. There's a little different variables on how you're playing with it and how the sound works. Watch me drop it because I'm not good at balancing it when it's spinning, but hopefully some of that was actually on camera. I got to find a better setup for this if I'm going to record these videos. All right. Oh, and the other fun thing about this is the sort of diamond pattern gives it a lovely little feeling across your finger while it's spinning. If you just like that kind of tactile element. And it also helps rev it up. So, not as dexterous as some of you guys with the fidget spinners. This is really my first one. And it's not really as easy to find a good purchase point on it to give it that flick spin. So, it's a little bit maybe unconventional. A little bit unconventional form factor for a spinner, but I like it. Okay, so those are what came yesterday, but here's the big news. What came today? So we got two boxes here from Magnus. One is a bunch of fidgets. The other is one of his super rare, hard to find quick shift pens. I wasn't necessarily looking for one of his click shifts, but I woke up in the middle of the night. There was a drop of them at 4 a.m. It happened to be like 4:01 a.m. I thought, well, this must be fate, so let me buy one. I'm guessing this is the click shift because it's a much lighter box. Hey, look at that. So I don't know much about this as a pen. I don't know what kind of refills it comes with. I don't even know if I know what kind of refills it takes. But I do know a bit about it as a design piece and as an engineering piece. Thanks to Kevin from Knife Nerdery, had a great video not only on this, but on the tactile turn version of the click shift, which is a licensed version, with a little bit simpler construction, but nothing that really takes away from it. So I'm going to take the packaging box away because I think that's keeping everything out of frame right now. And we get a nice little tin with some form-fitting foam that the pen came in, along with, wow, is this a lot lighter than I expected. That's amazing. That must be really thinned out titanium. And I believe there's a seam in one of these. I'm going to have to look more closely. Where is that? I can't even tell where it's coming apart. Oh, it's coming apart at the nose. So that's a nicely well hidden seam right there. Oh, this looks like maybe like an Oto, I don't know, micro tip refill, which is really nice that they included. And yes, that wonderful click shift mechanism. It's the tactile one I have is a ridiculous hair trigger where you just have to like put your fingernail on it like this and it will pop up. This one has a little bit more play, but some people might like that. And I don't know, mechanism isn't quite as satisfying overall. I think the spring tension is lower, but there's some crazy stuff that Magnus is doing with this that's just really, that's cool. A little logo on the end there, which I'm sure is not showing up on camera. That Magnus is doing this with like machine springs in the tip. Let's pull that out while we're looking at stuff. So I don't want any of that to come apart. But this spring here is not your typical spring. It's machined out of a solid piece of titanium. It's just absolutely nuts. Think of how delicate these little springs are, and so how gently, how carefully controlled the machining has to be in order to carve that all out while leaving the rod straight and flexible. And it's just, this is total insanity, especially when you can buy a spring for like 15 cents. So, but yeah, Magnus click shift finally here. This is what I ordered on the 23rd, September 23rd. Yeah, long fucking time ago. Excuse my language. So, click shift, home, and one piece. This is my Rotten Evo 3. Not super interesting knife, but in case anyone wanted a better look at it. Some of this flexible plastic packaging is actually pretty hard to cut because it's so flexible. But anyway, get this out of the way. This box weighs like 2 pounds. I'm so freaking excited. There's 3 sliders, theoretically, and a Magnus Adams, a set of Magnus Adams in this box, which is like the freaking jackpot. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. What do we got here? Told Ultra Smooth Zirconium. I really wanted something in zirconium from them, and the Ultra Smooth was discounted, and I figured, you know, zirconium takes such a nice polish, takes a nice smooth surface. So out of all of the models, why the heck not get a little difficult to open here. There we go. Oh boy, look how pretty that is in black. A smooth Zirc Toad. Mwah! So smooth. All right. Over here, I believe this was a canceled order. This is when all the Crazy 10 sale chaos worked out in my favor. Not only Crazy 10 sale chaos, but the change in import duties and how Magnus was going to be reporting his international shipments. Because, as far as I could tell, all of the crazy fiber ones and the sweeps, as far as I know, were sold out. And I was checking the site one day, and he happened to have this crazy fiber one in stock, and at a reasonable price, especially for a sweep when they're a little bit more expensive. And I've been looking for a micarta or micarta-like fidget. So, oh man, the stars aligned. And that is very cool. And I love these sweep plates. I can't wait to take a chance to take some time to appreciate those more closely. So there's my crazy fiber sweep. All right, what's the next box? So this one also was a bit lucky. I don't know if lucky is the right word, but on Black Friday, they opened up some hex skeletonized sliders for sale. And I believe they said they wouldn't be shipping these until at least January, maybe even February. But they managed to squeeze one in with the rest of my order here. So this one also, oh my god, I can't wait to play with. Hex skeletonized in Zerk. I've got to take this one out and hold it for just a second. Oh yeah, look at that. And I love that you can see the O-rings through there. Might have to replace those with some color, but oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So nice. So nice. Okay. And last, but wow, the magnets on that were strong enough. They pulled the lid back on. All right, and last but most certainly not least, got all the sliders out. Boom, boom, boom. Put that box aside. We'll put the click shift out here just for fun too, okay? Right. And the thing that I am absolutely the most excited about, because it is the most unique, not only of stuff that Magnus makes, but one of the most unique fidgets around, as far as I can tell. Certainly when we're talking magnetic. There's some crazy mechanical sliders out there that just blow my mind how people figure that shit out. But look at that. I was going to show you the reveal by showing you the sticker, but I can't even do that. So here we go. Oh, they're so beautiful. Some shiny titanium atoms. They're a little smaller than I thought they'd be, but that's probably for the better. Almost all this EDC stuff always turns out to be a little smaller than it looks. But those are so beautifully machined. Bonk. Well, now for the next couple hours of trying to figure out how to use them. It's going to be interesting. Great start. Anyway, that's my Magnus shipment unboxing. And can you tell why I'm happy today and why I was nervous for waiting for all this stuff in the mail?